And welcome everyone to our virtual co-working and write-in edit-in events. I'm Coral Sands, author and your host for today's writing event.
And I'm co-host for today's writing event.
All right, and to keep myself accountable, I love write-in events. I want to warn you that when I host, I post prompts followed by short bursts of break time so we can really be productive. Think of this as a 1-hour marathon of working on your story.
This is live on YouTube, but feel free to watch the VOD afterwards so you can pause if you need more time. While you're at it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all the fun algorithm stuff.
Now, upcoming writing events on our Writing Plus YouTube channel, we have today that we're streaming, and then the next time that we will be streaming will be in May 18th at 11 a.m. Central. We'll be back to once a month during our off season as we prepare for our November's Novel Fest.
Yay! So excited. Okay, we post all of our upcoming events on our Facebook group called Writing Quest. We'll leave a link in the description below. Today we have our final virtual write-in for April's Novel Quest Spring into a Story. Let's start with a quick 5-minute sprint to get our creative juices flowing.
All right, this is a long prompt, but someone described as nonchalant as relaxed and calm, either because they do not care about something or because they are not worried about something. Nonchalant can also be used to describe something such as a demeanor or behavior that expresses such relaxed, calm, unconcern. So let's put 5 minutes on the clock and go ahead and dive in. Let's do this. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right, that ding means it is time for a break. How did everybody do?
Ooh, how did you do, Coral?
I got 98 words. It was a little challenging. I did not get very much, but that is okay. It was a good start to get the brain going. How did you do?
I don't know. Can't find my word tool. Probably about 100 words. It seems. I don't know. It's a scene. It's a scene. Like, we'll fix it later, right?
Yeah. Right. That's right.
So yeah.
Absolutely. I'm excited about this virtual write-in. It's our last write-in of Spring Into a Story, and so we have a lot of the prompts are just things that I come up with that hopefully help with climaxes and the endings of the story and stuff like that. So I was trying to keep those things in mind, keeping it vague enough for everybody to hopefully get inspiration from it. So I hope everyone enjoys the prompts that we have for you today.
So how has your writing this month gone? Because mine has gone, I am not gonna lie, has gone horribly bad. I just have not had, I had that big project that ended April 1st, and it left me a month behind in rewrites, and I am still digging out, and I am still, like, a month later, I am still 2 weeks behind in rewrites. And I haven't even concentrated on my story, so these have been really good for me. What about you? How is your story going?
My story's been going really great. I'm really excited. I figured out my aha moment. I figured out my ending. I figured out what I was going to do with my rewrite for my chapter 1, and so I am really excited with seeing the progress that we made. I'm not going to be able to, my original goal for Spring Into Story was to try to get it done, with this novel in the month of April, but it doesn't look like I'm going to make it, which is fine. I'm surprised I got as far as I did, and so my goal going into May is going to be to finish the other half of the story.
That's great. I mean, but it's great because you were struggling when you came in. So, like, struggling is, I guess, a part of what my experience. Struggling is a part of writing, either finding enough time to write or finding enough inspiration to write or having the discipline to do what you're supposed to do. All of those things kind of tend to, pose a challenge for now. Okay. So Coral obviously knows that I write mystery stories, and she has very generously done the prompts this month. So thank you so much for that. And peeking ahead at what our next prompt will be, someone is hiding information. I mean, that is just a perfect mystery prompt for somebody. Thank you.
Yes, I'm really, really excited. Let's talk about prompt number 2, which is a 10-minute prompt. And in this one, someone is hiding information. And I think that this is a fun prompt where you can do so many different things with it. Not only do you have the fact that someone is hiding information, but then you have who are they hiding it from? Why are they hiding it? And what would happen if that information came to light? So there's a lot of different things that you can do with it.
Does anyone suspect that they're hiding it? You know, is it not as well hidden as they thought? I mean, there are all of these things like for a mystery writer, but like in a romance, how many times is it that they have a secret that they're afraid that their burgeoning love interest is going to not understand, and so they hide that information from them, and it causes conflict and tension. And I've used something similar in epic fantasy that I've written, so I think this is not a genre specific one. It's a great prompt. It's brilliant.
Thank you. All right, everyone, take a deep breath. We're getting ready to dive in. 10 minutes on the clock. All right, let's do this. All right, that Dean means it is time for yet another break. And how did everybody do?
I did great. I found the tool, so let's see. Our detective is going through all the people who might be hiding information from him to see who it is. I got 320, so that's pretty much on par for the way that I write during these things. So like, yay! But he's trying to figure out who it is. I mean, it's a detective, right? He's a detective. He has to solve this. He knows somebody is hiding information from him because that's the way mysteries work. So he's trying to figure out who it is, and he's reached some conclusion. Of course, wrong conclusion.
That's awesome.
Our other detective is the one who solves it because she's just smarter than he is. But still.
I also I had some challenges during my prompt, so I just ended up working on a random scene that could kind of maybe have somebody hide something later on, but it felt like pulling teeth, to be honest. So sometimes it can be that way. All right. One of the things that we wanted to talk about during this break is that here at Writing Quest, we are looking for volunteers, volunteers of all shapes and sizes, forms. We are looking for specifically some writers, people that want to help get involved with social media, maybe even writing articles for our newsletter. We also just need volunteers that are excited to come up with ideas to help us while we develop our projects and stuff like that. So we're really excited and hope that we can find some people that want to
join us. Yeah, if you wrote with Novel Quest last year, that is a really big undertaking. And if everybody does just a small part, everybody gets to have come join us. It's a bunch of fun. Coral and I are friends specifically because Writing Quest. So, you'll meet new friends. So come join us. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so with a little under 2 minutes to go to our next prompt, let's go ahead and talk about that for a little bit. Coral, what do we have?
All right, so it's going to be another 10-minute prompt, and we're going to write a scene evoking an emotion, which I'm really excited about because there's so many different emotions that you can pick, and I think it'd be super fun to pick one that is not obvious. So bonus points if you pick an emotion that is not obvious, and don't use whatever emotion it is. Don't use that word the entire time you're writing. So if your emotion is anger, don't say I'm angry or someone's angry. We want to figure it out.
Good, yes. There are so many ways to do that, if your character's happy, are they smiling? What are the things that they do when they're happy? Or if they're sad, what would they do if they were sad? And, those kinds of things. And it shows in every interaction. So it's a really great prompt.
Yes, really excited. And whenever you're thinking about evoking emotions, think about the other things like the lens that everything is colored by is going to be that emotion. So just even the word choices that you use on what you're describing is a great way to evoke that emotion as well. All right, so we have a few seconds left. Let's take a deep breath and let's dive in. All right, that ding means it is time for a break. How did everybody do?
Yeah, leave a comment below. We read every single one of them. We love it when people comment for us. I got about 330 words, so, like just being steadily in here. I messed
Nice
up.
job.
I almost used the word once, and I went back and I took it out. But that's okay.
Yeah, I almost did the same thing. So I got 228 words, and
That's really good for you.
I almost used the word as well. So it was really, a really good opportunity to try to do. What word were you trying to do?
So I was using the word worry, and then I was one of my, but it's like I have a character that's worried, and I have a character that's in the car with Allison. So Allison and Justine in the car, right? Because it's where all of Allison's and Justine's scenes tend to take place. And Allison is worried. She's driving erratically. She's, arguing with her daughter or whatever. And they get to this part, but I was going to have Justine's like, Mom, are you worried about, but not the thing that she's actually worried about, but something else that was tangential. And I was like, oh, we're not supposed to use that word. So I was like, back up. And I had to think of a way to say that without saying that. And it's like, no. And then Justine spends most of the car ride asking her mom, are you sad? Are you this? Are you that? And it's like, yeah, whatever. So just kind of establishing things. All the while, we're trying to go stall a killer to keep them from leaving town.
I love it. I love it. I was doing embarrassed. I had a situation where my character got into an embarrassing situation, and they're the new kid. And so it's easy to be embarrassed and to do a faux pas with the not knowing the established cliques and rules of the school. And so it was a hard scene to write, but good. It was a good scene.
Yay! Okay. Well, all right. So yeah, that's that. I think embarrassed is like something that teenagers feel more frequently than other people, I think, because they don't have as much social skill at avoiding it. So you kind of walk into that situation sometimes. At least I feel like I did as a teenager. And one of the things, not so much avoiding it, but like knowing what might be embarrassing, and like I'm better at not embarrassing other people, and I am better at not getting myself into embarrassing situations, not doing the things that would cause embarrassment. But definitely still happens from time to time.
Yeah, my main character is a little bit awkward at times, but they are used to being the new person, so normally they do better at navigating a new school and stuff like that. But this school is so much out of the norm that they keep messing up because its culture is just completely different than they're used to.
And so you were telling me this is based a little bit, you and I both lived in, even though we didn't know each other then, we both lived in Mobile, Alabama around the same time. And I would say that Mobile, Alabama definitely has its own culture. There are some places that have a very distinct culture. So places that I lived at are like that, where Charlotte, where I grew up, which has a very corporate banking, button-down culture. It's also very Southern as well. So it's a little bit of a weird mix. Savannah has its own, like, we're Savannah, Georgia. We are lovely, and it's very touristy in certain ways, but it like loves itself in a certain type of a way. So like, and it was very insular. And then Mobile was just completely, I don't know exactly how to describe Mobile, but it definitely had like its own vibe. It was like, I don't know, it was like banking New Orleans. I would say it was like New Orleans, but buttoned down.
Yes.
So like that Creole and the gumbo and Mardi Gras is still a thing there, but like it's all family friendly. And it's like, oh, okay. So what is this about? So Mobile was distinctly its own place, I think.
Yes, for sure. And we only have a few seconds left. Let's quickly talk about our next prompt, which is write a character making a mistake. And all right.
We'll see you in 10.
Dive in. that means it is time for yet another break. How did everybody do? Let us know. I got 203 words, so not too bad. Had to think for a little bit of what mistake I wanted the character to make. So it took me a second to figure that out. But once I did, I got a lot of writing in. How about you? Oh, you're muted. Oh, I can't hear Ansley.
Sorry, that's my bad. I muted it because my dogs were barking.
All right, now I can hear you.
That was me. My dogs were barking, so I didn't want to have to have them all over the music for everyone else. I have made a mistake. I don't know who my killer in this particular novella is yet. So we're having the big standoff scene, and I don't know who that is. So it's interesting writing all my other characters making mistakes when I don't know who that is. But also, when my readers go to read this, they can come back and look at this. They won't know who it is either. So, no spoilers, right? They just know who's going to end up at the guy's house.
Absolutely. I love that.
So, yeah. And everybody has made a mistake. We've dropped the carrot cake. Our perp has brought out his gun, and he shouldn't, or she shouldn't. Everybody arrived at the house all at the same time, so now everyone is suspicious. The cops showed up before the warrant got there. There's mistakes everywhere. Everyone has made mistakes. It's, I don't know, what is it, Looney Tunes or Three Stooges or something? Kind of crazy.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. My character is again making more faux pas at school, and they sat in somebody else's seat and was yanked from the seat and was told that he was taken.
Oh, sorry. My dogs are starting screaming. It's walk. The squirrels passed the house this morning, I guess, or something. Yes, that sounds like, I cannot wait to read this. I need you to get a draft done so I can actually read this thing, Coral, because I'm so excited to see what you've done with this.
There's so many different things to it, so I'm excited as well, and I'm excited to get this draft done and with all of its little intricacies. And I think that talking about that, I think that the next prompt is one that is going to be a ton of fun. So this is our last prompt of the day of spring into a story, and it's going to be a nice quick 5-minute prompt, and your main character is being held back.
I mean, we already have a fight going on, so I feel like somebody's going to get held back for sure.
Yes.
We have things to do. Okay.
Definitely have people already ready to be held back.
All right. So deep breath in, cleansing breath in. Hold for 3. 1, 2.
Don't forget to hydrate.
Out for 3. Don't forget to hydrate. Do your stretches, because we're at the end of an hour, so make sure you stop blood going to your fingertips and in through your brain.
Yes.
And as soon as we get done, maybe we'll want to take a walk. But not yet.
Yes. Oh, I love that. That's such a great idea. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day here, so if it's a beautiful day where you are, go take a walk. Keep those creative juices flowing. Otherwise, we'll see you back here in 5 minutes.
All right, let's do this. All right, that ding means time is up. Fantastic work, everyone. During our next event, we will be streaming Sunday, May 18th at 11 a.m. Event on Writing Quest YouTube.
And remember, even if you didn't make your goals, you were attempting to put an effort to write a little bit every day, and that is amazing.
If you want to keep in touch, you can join our Facebook group at Writing Quest.
And before we go, we have to thank our amazing producer, David McInnes. We couldn't do any of this without him. All the producing, all of the mixing, and he wrote all of the music. So he is amazing. Thank you.
Yes. The description includes links to all of our social media. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe.
See you next time.
Bye.